Hello YouTube. Today we're going to take a look at another Star Wars the 6-inch Black Series figure review. This time we're going to take a look at one of the hardest figures to find in the entire wave, and that is 6-inch General Hux. We're going to take a look at the box. First, as normal, it has a picture of General Hux as normal for the 6-inch scale figures. And on the back it has a bio, and he is number 13 of the standard 6-inch Black Series figures. We'll now take a look at the figure itself. He has a high range of movements with no hindrance with the jacket, which is really good. He has ball hinge on the neck with no hindrance, and it can swivel all the way around with no problems. He does have a little bit of a paint problem since the neck is a little bit painted wrong. It seems like the black on the collar is kind of bleeding into his neck, so it is a little bit weird, but that's kind of expected in some of these figures. They're not the best in quality control, but it's definitely not the worst I've seen. He has ball hinges in the shoulders, which has a high range of movement, though this side seems to be a little bit tighter than the left side of the figure for some reason. He does have ball hinges in the elbows, and it can go just under 90 degrees, but it does not have double joints in the elbows. He has ball hinges in the wrists, which have a high range of movement with no hindrance, and that's really nice. He has single swivel at the waist, though he does have a little bit of an ab crunch, although you're not going to see much on the figure itself. He has outward hip movement and can also go forward a bit, but due to the way that his suit design, it does hinder just a bit, but not enough to be much of an issue. He has swivels on the thighs, double joints on the knees, which have really nice movement there and really tight movement. And he has a single joint in the ankles, but no left and right movement. So that's pretty much it for General Hux. The only accessory he includes is this pistol, which is just pretty much a bigger version of the one that was included with the 4-inch, although one side is painted while the other is just a standard black for some reason. It'd be nice to see both sides were painted, but I guess this is just for budgetary reasons. He does have a little bit of problem standing due to the loose ankle on one side, but as long as you position him properly, he should be able to stand, hopefully. Much better than usual. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take a look at the figure next to his 3 3/4 inch counterpart, which is pretty much spot on, except for a few differences. One being that the belt buckle seems a little bit off-centered, since for the 6-inch it's in the correct position, while the 4-inch they designed it due to the way that the legs had to work. I could see why they moved it just a little bit further than it really should be. But other than that, it's about the same. Unlike the 6-inch though, the pistol is not painted whatsoever on the 4-inch though. The likeness of the actor is pretty close with either take, but due to the fact that the 6-inch scale is a lot bigger, I personally think that the likeness is a lot more close with 6-inch this time. So, General Hux is a really nice figure to get a hold of. It's just unfortunate that he is just so hard to get a hold of in the first place. And here is Hux next to the rest of the Stormtroopers and Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma. Now, Hux looks really nice in a First Order display, and I think Hasbro did a really nice job creating the 6-inch version of General Hux. It's just unfortunate, as I mentioned earlier, he happened to be one of the hardest figures, if not the hardest figure to get in this entire line to this point. And with a lot more appearances of the figure in several locations, it might be a little easier to find, but with Rogue One just around the corner in the next couple of months, especially with the toy line starting, it might be close to impossible to find after that point. So hopefully he will be a lot easier to get a hold of in most retailers, but I highly recommend picking up General Hux if you happen to see it. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hirotaku and Hero Club. Please check me on Twitter under Darkon633, and please check down the other channels down below. I'll be back with another Star Wars review and more reviews in the future, but for now, I'll be seeing you. Bye.